all the time. So I couldn't eat, I was throwing up constantly. I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't lay down. I felt sick all the time because and my eyeballs were going like this, like shaking back and forth constantly.
How long were you paralyzed for?
I don't know.
Like a month?
No, like 2 or 3, maybe.
Days?
No, months.
Whoa.
He's like, fentanyl. And I tried it. And I OD'd in a trap.
Welcome to Life and Times with Patrick Banks. Today, I'm in Trenton, Ontario, and the more I learn about my guest, the less I believe. Please, heed this trigger warning if your resolve is weak. She has multiple sclerosis, MS for short. It's a neurodegenerative disease. Additionally, she's a former fentanyl addict and has panic attacks almost every single day. I give you Alyssa. How's your day going?
Good. Got up, took my dog for a walk. Hi, I'm just walking my dog before I do an interview with another YouTube channel. His name is Patrick Banks. And I'm nervous. And then I went and I got my medication for the panic attacks, which is lorazepam. Nothing else seems to hit a panic attack with immediate results other than a benzo. I mean, I am on other medication that are supposed to be for panic attacks or anxiety, which is duloxetine, but that is a double treatment because it's also for neurological pain or like nerve damage, which causes pain.
And the nerve damage would be from the MS.
Yes, and I did chemotherapy for MS for 3 years, and that caused nervopathy, which is a side effect from doing the chemotherapy. And the chemotherapy I did was cyclophosphamide, which is a form of chemotherapy. It's not as damaging as other types of chemotherapy because I had to do it for 3 years. The max, you're allowed to do it and you can't do it again. And it killed my immune system, which is what they wanted to do because MS is an autoimmune disease. So it's your own body trying to break down and kill a type of substance that you have already in your body. So with MS, it's your immune system eating away at the myelin sheath in your brain, which is the fatty tissue that covers the nerves that send the message to the rest of your body. And so the nerves get interrupted. And that's what causes all of the different symptoms of MS.
Terrifying, you know, they just have no idea what causes it at all. Oh, it could be the latitude.
Yeah, lack of vitamin D or whatever. Yeah, they have all kinds of theories. Or it's hereditary or something.
Women are generally 2 times more likely than men. That sucks. Like,
But I mean, like, do Inuits?
they don't.
Typically, there's a larger percentage of Caucasian people are Caucasian. That's what they told me.
Does it affect like how you walk?
Oh yeah. I've been completely paralyzed. I had several different relapses, and that's what they call them when your MS flares up. So I was on a medication that was an injection that I had to do 3 times a week. It was an interferon, Rebif, I think it was called. And when I was doing it, I was getting attacks pretty frequently, and they're scary because they don't know if the tissue in your brain is going to recover or if the MS is going to stop or whatever. So the first time I was diagnosed with MS, I was working at the Ministry of Finance in Toronto.
How long ago was this?
I was 22, 21, and I'm 46, so over 20 years ago. And I was in training, the last week of training, and I couldn't see the whiteboard. Like, it was like if you have somebody shine a flashlight in your eye really quickly, and then you get that like blinding where it's just bright. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like that, looking at the whiteboard, and I was like trying to focus and I couldn't see what he was writing on the whiteboard. I could see kind of like around it, but not what I was directly looking at. So I went to the eye doctor, optometrist, and she knew right away. Like she looked into my eyes and she knew right away that it was MS, and I hadn't been diagnosed yet. So she told me to go to the emergency because she thought that I was having an MS attack. And I'm like, okay, I'm all the way in North York. I was staying with a friend, her parents, and we had just put a down payment on a big apartment, and like all of these awesome things were happening in my life. Like I'd got this awesome job, Minister of Finance. Like, you know, I had it made, really. I just got out of college and everything. So anyways, I'm taking the subway in Toronto, and I had to make it back home, or like I didn't know what to do, really. And that's my plan, was my plan to go back to Mississauga and then go to the hospital. But my legs started to get really heavy feeling, and like all on my right side, I think it was. And so I'm like dragging my leg. I'm sure I did not look sober. You know what I mean? Like people were looking at me funny, and I'm like kind of walking into things. Like I just couldn't see. So I sat down in the Union Station, and I didn't even know what to do because I still had to make it to where I was going. And so I called a friend that was in the beaches.
Where were you going?
To Mississauga from North York. You have to take the train, but so I got in touch with my friend that was in the beaches and told her what was going on. She said, yeah, I could go there because it was closer. So I went there, I made it there, and I got there. And by the time I got there, I could hardly walk, and I really couldn't see. And so she called an ambulance, and they came and they picked me up, and they did all of the stuff they needed to do. And they transferred me to St. Mike's, which has like, I think one of the biggest MS clinics. And they diagnosed me like right away with relapsing-remitting MS. And then after that, like it was every 4 years probably, I was put into the hospital. Like one time I couldn't see, and I had an attack in my cerebellum lobe, and that's the part of your brain that controls your equilibrium and stuff. So it was like I had been on one of those rides that spins really fast all the time. So I couldn't eat, I was throwing up constantly. I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't lay down. I felt sick all the time because and my eyeballs were going like this, like shaking back and forth constantly. So I had to wear eye patches. They put me in the hospital. I had a baby at the time, my daughter, and she had to be taken away from me, and I was breastfeeding, so I got engorged, but I had like 2 black, blindfold basically on, and they were feeding me through intravenous and stuff like that.
Why can't you eat regular food?
Because of the spinning.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Like I couldn't keep anything down. Yeah, it was so weird. And at that time, before I went into the hospital, when this whole relapse was happening, I was at the casino with some friends, and it started really quickly. And I got up, and I told them, like, I don't know what's wrong, but I can't hardly walk. I feel sick and dizzy. And so they started walking out with me, and the security actually approached me and like start questioning me about my sobriety because of the way I was walking and stuff. Because it makes you walk kind of like you're drunk because you're like stumbling, you don't have the proper equilibrium. And I still walk like that, not as bad, but that's when I started the chemotherapy because they didn't think it was going to stop.
Terrifying.
That was scary, but I learned how to walk again. So I've learned how to walk again like 3 or 4 times. One time was with a brace on my leg, and like my whole right side was completely numb. Like Zyla's father, he could like take my hand and like smack me with it and be like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. And I couldn't do anything. Like it's the weirdest feeling because you're like, why can't, you're thinking it. You're like, okay, move your hand. You can't even move it. Move your toes. Like you can't, nothing. You can feel it, but you can't move it. It's very strange.
What do? You just kind of have to like come to terms with it, right? Like, did you ever feel resentful?
Oh yeah. 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 And I think, like after it happened so many times, every time I was a little bit less ambitious in recovering. You know what I mean? Like I was more, like the first time it happened, I'm like, fuck this. They're not gonna tell me I can't do this. Like I'm gonna do this. So I like forced myself to walk. I forced myself to do things on my own. And it's like, I don't know. When you get sick like that, you don't want people to do things for you. Like you just don't.
Why do you need to practice? Like, if you let everyone do everything for you, then you kind of wither away.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes feeling they're a burden, or they're incapable of taking care of themselves. And I think too, because I was out on my own at such a young age.
What age did you leave the house at?
I think it started when I was around 16, 17. My parents, they broke up and I was pretty rebellious and my mom couldn't handle it. So whatever, I moved out on my own and I was a bartender when I was 17, but I was still like trying to finish high school, but I didn't. So I wrote the equivalency test and then I went to college at St. Lawrence in Kingston.
What was it like growing up in Peterborough?
Peterborough, when I grew up, was pretty quiet, really small. Everybody kind of knew each other and it was cool. It wasn't as dangerous as it is now. It's really dangerous now. It's different. It's a lot different.
You're saying you've seen transgendered prostitutes walking around in thongs.
Yeah, coming from Brock Towers. Yeah.
That's a crazy visual.
Well, I know. Like in the morning. Yeah, when the kids are going to school. Yeah. And there's like a lot of prostitution and they just walk around, but there's a lot of homeless people. So it's like people are just desensitized and it's almost acceptable for somebody that's not exposed to that kind of thing. If they were there, they would probably be shocked by a lot of the stuff going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to get away from it. I mean, when the last time I was living there, we were living right in like the ghetto part. I mean, where all of that kind of action is.
If you want to be politically correct, say lower socioeconomically impoverished.
Yeah, I don't even know. I know some people in City Hall are like working really hard to help the homeless and addiction problem. How you can do that, I'm not sure. Like it's a problem. I mean, I believe that addiction is not being addicted to the drug. It's being addicted to wanting to escape reality. And so the people that are wanting to escape reality need to address why they want to escape reality before they can beat the addiction. Because otherwise they'll stop using a drug, but they're still gonna have a hard time in reality, right? So there has to be some kind of plan for their recovery in dealing with their reality and trying to change the reality in what they're living in.
There's just not enough resources, and people need to want to do it. Not all people want to. Arguably, a lot of homeless people have mental handicap.
Oh yeah, it's all mental illness. It's some kind of trauma-based issue. And yeah, like some people, maybe they can't. Maybe they just can't function without escaping reality. And it's sad. It's really sad. Our world is full of people with trauma-based issues lead to some type of mental illness. Going back to me, I lost my job over and over again. Like I can't work when I can't walk or see. I had to go back to my mom's, but I don't want to stay with them very long. So like I'm rushing to get my own place. So I rush to get a place, and then I'm living in a place, and I rush to get a job, and I'm working a job, and all of these things. And I even went back to college and took a social service worker program. And that's when I went completely paralyzed. It's like, I just couldn't get ahead.
How long were you paralyzed for?
Quite a while. Actually, it was scary. I was so scared. I was like, this is it. I thought for sure this is it. But every time I would have a relapse, I would have moments like that. Like this could be it.
How old were you when you got paralyzed?
It was before my my oldest daughter. So like 20 years ago.
How long were you paralyzed for?
I don't know.
Like a month?
No, like 2 or 3, maybe.
Days?
No, months.
Whoa.
Yeah. They made a brace for my one leg, but I couldn't use this arm, right? So I would have to like walk and like move my leg, with this arm. So it was like this big long brace that went up here, this big plastic thing, but it had a handle on it. So I'd like be able to move myself around without and the wheelchair was useless anyways, because I'd only have one arm to push it. So yeah, it was bad. Then I couldn't get up. I fell out of the bed in the hospital because I went to lean over to grab something like this. And when you can't control your muscles on one side, if you go like that, you just keep going because you don't have anything to.
I'd be scared. I'd like, I don't know, like break something, or if you can't feel it, I don't know.
I know, yeah. Well, I fell right on the floor. That was so scary. Like, and I couldn't stop myself. I just kept rolling over. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, have you ever experienced homelessness?
No, luckily. I don't, no. Mm-mm.
So
Luckily I haven't. I've always maintained, and I've always like even when I was doing fentanyl, I was always trying not to, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't be homeless.
Or, I was always trying not to do a fentanyl.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like I've always, because I had 2 kids, and I was working, I had a job, and it just.
Did you do it because of the MS?
So I started taking methadone, which is a treatment for opiates, because my youngest daughter, her dad, he's an opiate addict, and he has been for a really long time. And he had methadone, and I forget what was happening. Like, I think my MS was bugging me or something. And he's like, here, and he gave me like the cap from his methadone bottle. He's like, here, drink this. And I'm like, okay. Like, so I just, okay.
This is 10 years ago now?
Maybe over 10 years ago, because it was before I got pregnant.
Okay.
So I was doing methadone, and I didn't even know like how horrible opiate addiction is. Methadone, part of that. Like the withdrawal is nothing you can compare it to. I would give birth naturally before going through the withdrawal of opiate addiction ever again. It's hell. It's hell. It's the worst thing. And that's probably why a lot of addicts don't stop.
Yeah, because it sucks.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm kind of the little bitch in this conversation here, but I've smoked weed since I was like 15. The longest I've quit in that time frame is like 2 months once. Like I can't, because I can never get through past the dreams, because when you quit smoking weed, you get super vivid dreams for like a couple months, and I just can't.
Yeah, you would survive it.
Opiate withdrawal?
Oh my God.
No, I wouldn't. you
You wouldn't. Like, if you know, you know.
Describe it to me, like what happened?
Oh my God. It's okay, so it's like, first you start with like irritability, and you just feel really edgy, like just like fuck off kind of thing, you know? And then you get like a sneeze, and it's a weird sneeze. It's a definite withdrawal sneeze. And like anybody that has had an opiate addiction knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's a sneeze. And then you get a runny nose. And then all of a sudden you get these hot, cold flashes and you start sweating. And the sweat just pours off of you. And then you try and sleep because you're getting tired and you have no energy and you're hungry, but then you feel sick to your stomach. And some people get diarrhea really bad. Luckily I didn't, but some people, I know a lot of people that do. And you throw up and then you want to sleep, but you can't sleep because you're like, you can't stop moving. And then you get this thing called restless leg syndrome. The worst, like it's probably one of the worst feelings because it doesn't just stay in your legs, it goes through your whole body and you feel like your bones are turning inside out. Like you feel like your bones are trying to get through your skin, but they're like rolling. Like it's the weirdest feeling. So you're constantly like trying to shake it off, or like it's a fucked up feeling and you want to die. Or you want to get some drugs to make it go away, yeah. Right? And you're like, okay, like I just want to tape, and that's why people want to taper off of a drug, an opiate, because then the withdrawal is not as bad. You still experience withdrawal, but it's not as intense. And when you're doing it cold turkey, nothing helps really, nothing. One time I tried to get off of it cold turkey and I went to Ottawa. I was like, fuck it. I don't want any of these people around me. I just want to get clean, get a new life. So I went into a women's shelter. But before I went into the women's shelter, I was on a path and I was just taking Tylenols, but I was taking a lot of Tylenol.
What's a lot?
Oh, I don't even know because I was so out of it. But you even get into this frame where everything goes dark. A sunny day would look dark outside. Yeah, and people look dark. Like you just don't trust anything.
Shadow people.
No, not shadow people. The world is dark. Like everything looks like darker for some reason. It did for me. It's almost like a dream, a nightmare dream state you go into. You can't eat, you're walking to get places, but like it's difficult. Most of the time you're like in the fetal position somewhere, moaning, sweating, so much sweat. Like I would, yeah, your bed, you'd want to put a tarp down. It was so gross. It was horrible. Anyways, I ended up in the hospital having liver failure from the Tylenol. And they're like, and I'm in Ottawa.
Did you have to get your stomach pumped?
No. But they didn't believe me. First of all, they thought I was in the hospital trying to get some kind of like opiate, right? That's what I was doing. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get off of that. I don't know what's going on and I can't handle it anymore. Like I just can't handle this pain and everything that's happening. And I'm taking all these Tylenols. I don't know what to do. Like there has to be something you can help me with. And so before they treated me or gave me anything, they did a toxology report. And they came back and they're like, yeah, it's all the Tylenol. You've got a lot of Tylenol in your system and you're having liver failure. So that's probably part of what discomfort you're having. But so they treated me with all this stuff and then they weaned me down in the hospital with some kind of methadone or something, but intravenously. And I'm still like not feeling well, right? Like they didn't give me an opiate. If they gave me an opiate, I would have felt better. Or they gave me like a good dose of whatever they're putting, but they were like, okay, you want to get off of it? We'll help you get off of it. So they had a nurse stand by me the whole time. And they're like, they have all of these different checks, like check her pulse and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like begging her. I'm like, please just give me more, please. Like, I just want a break. I just want one day where I'm not in pain. Like, this has gone on for almost a month. As people say, oh yeah, you know, fentanyl, opiates, it's like a week and you're good. No, it's forever. It's forever. I still have phantom withdrawal. It's so weird, like comes out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, so when I went to Ottawa, the only person I knew was this guy I used to work with, and I trusted him. And he drugged me and took advantage of me. And that like screwed my head right up, because it was like, you know, I didn't even know it happened. But anyways, so I don't remember it happening, but I know it happened, and it's a weird feeling. And I started to develop this like a delusional disorder, where if I get under too much stress, I can I can create in my mind a reality that is favorable to me, which is, it's completely fantasy. The whole thing, like I'll make believe, but I'll make it so I actually believe it.
Like what?
Well, I thought my apartment was a spaceship, like actual spaceship, and every time we went to sleep, it would go somewhere and then come back. And and because I was unconscious when I was taken advantage of, now I have a really hard time sleeping because I don't like being unconscious, right? So I have to take sleeping pills. But after that had happened, I didn't tell anyone, and I locked myself in my apartment, had this delusional thing happening, and I wouldn't let anybody in, and I wasn't sleeping, which made it worse, right? Like, you have to sleep. So my whole delusion got like way out of hand. And
were you doing fentanyl at that?
No, I hadn't even tried it yet.
Okay.
So I contacted my daughter, my youngest daughter, Ivy, her father, and we went, and he came and helped me move out. And like, I'd gone to a walk-in clinic, and they gave me some medication and stuff, and I was sleeping. It's like sleeping medication, whatever. And so I was getting better, and this delusion thing had gone away. And I was like, well, I need to get the fuck out of here and get like close to some people that I trust, and get myself taken care of, because like that was scary. It was really scary that I had even like fell into that kind of delusion. It was like LSD, but I had no drugs. It was so weird. And anyway, so he took us back to Peterborough, and the first night I was there, he's like, fentanyl. And I tried it, and I OD'd the first time. Yeah, OD'd, he had to Narcan me. And you have to have gratitude from the creator, from the universe, take all of your challenges and all of your struggles and look at how strong it's made you. When I was doing fentanyl, I OD'd. I can't count how many times. And one of the times I was on a stretcher, and it was like they were pulling. So I OD'd in a trap, which is
A trap house.
a trap house. And there's a lot of people in there doing their drugs, and it was all different. I was obviously the only one that OD'd, and I don't even remember. You don't remember, it happened so fast. I guess they pulled me out of the room and put me somewhere, cleaned up, and then called an ambulance. So I was out, like unconscious, not breathing for a little while before the ambulance even got there. And I woke up on the stretcher though, so they must have Narcan me a bunch of times.